What it do? What it do, everybody? This JR the Barber. I'm here with Tasia and Autumn, and I know it's been a minute. We ain't been here in in a couple weeks, a few weeks. I'm sure everybody know why. And today, we decided to do a last episode um that we gonna dedicate to Damo. You know what I'm saying? Because I know he would have, some would have, have wanted us to do, the last episode. So here we is. Uh,
Um, yeah, this this shit. It feel like it's so
Still unreal,
unreal.
yeah,
It's
for real. It's
so
like,
unreal. Like,
man,
and then like I wasn't thinking that was gonna be our last podcast on
I,
Labor Day, our last holiday. Damn, like
dude, I go back and watch that episode like, almost every day, because it's like, man, this was the last one. Like,
I just you know how they tell you like don't tell people bye. That's why if y'all ever notice, I never tell y'all bye. I always say see y'all later because I'm expecting to see y'all later. I was expecting to see Damo
see him
later.
later.
Where do I start? I guess we could just start off about how we met Damo.
Yeah.
Autumn, I know I'm not gonna start with you. 'Cause you might not even want to talk. Um,
Okay, I go first, because I mean, mine's just short and sweet. I basically met Damo on some haircut shit. We was friends on Facebook. I don't know when we became friends. I don't know, but every time I posted a picture, you know what I'm saying. Damo would comment, you know what I'm saying, or, inbox me like, dog, I like your hustle, I like your grind. One of these days we gonna have to link up, and I'm like, okay, cool, cool. You know what I'm saying. Then one day, I think I was at Jay's Uptown. That's when Jay's Uptown was still open. And I ran into Damo. You know what I'm saying? And he stopped me. You know what I'm saying? He introduced himself. He's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm Damo. I'm the one who always be be inboxing you and shit on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? We shook hands and shit. Uh, we really ain't chop it up that day, but eventually we had linked up and went out, and then that's when we just got to chopping it up on some haircut shit. And then we just, ever since then we've been cool. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's always been a respect there. You know what I'm saying? Um, no, when he opened his first shop, he wanted me to come work there, but I think I had just moved into the shop that I was at the time. I think I was on Burleigh at the time, if I'm not mistaken. Uh I just had moved on 47th of Burleigh. You know what I'm saying? So when he opened his shop, you know, on 30th and Village, uh, no, he reached out to me, but you know what I'm saying? I had just moved, so I was like, shit. I uh I passed on the offer or whatever. So uh, but we always been cool though. We always like. I mean, it just always been a respect thing there. Then when he told me about his idea to do the podcast, and he reached out to me. I'm like, I don't know, man, because I'm not really a speaker like that. You know what I'm saying? But Damo, he kept he kept asking, he kept asking me. So I'm like, all right, man, I do it, man, I do it with you. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm not a speaker like that. So, and I did it, and I actually liked it. I liked it. Um, I don't know. I really liked it a lot. You know what I'm saying? But it's very unfortunate what happened to him. Man, it was crazy. Man, I had got the call. I got the call, and I'm like, what? I just talked to Damo. Like, oh, shit. I think I was just up there at the shop with y'all the day before that. And a lot of people don't know because, of course, I ain't tell them. But the day I had went up to his shop, me and him talked about me moving up there. You know what I'm saying? That was the reason why I came up there to check the shop out. So, after I left, I hit him up like, man, I think I'm about to make that move. You know what I'm saying? Just give me the Monday, and I'm gonna move over there with you. And then like the next day that happened, it was like, damn. But yeah, I mean, in a nutshell, that's how I met him. You know what I'm saying? Like we always just shit, man. We was always, dog was a real dude, man. Like I mean, since I known him, he never did nothing out of order to me. I don't know. He's just a smooth cat, man. It's fucked up what happened to him. Yeah.
Well, I met Damo this year. I met Damo this year. Me personally meeting Damo this year.
Mhm.
Um, he just simply asked me in an inbox, like, I want you to do a podcast. You got the look or whatever. You do hair, and I'm like, he telling me about it. It didn't take much, I wasn't on nothing like, that's something that could put my name out there.
Right.
Like he ain't have to. When you got a business mindset, you already like a podcast, something like
That's why
that.
I went
Like,
on and did it
you know what I'm
too,
saying?
cause
Like,
I'm like,
shit,
okay,
let's
you put me
go,
out
let's
there a
get
little
it.
further.
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
so it went from there. I ended up seeing him in autumn. Um, and this, what the fuck was that? It was a bar, Juniors. That it was still open around like January and shit.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm, Damo, we all turned up. So I'm lit. I'm just sitting there. And Autumn came up to me like, "Ain't you Tasia? I'm Autumn. We gonna do the podcast and shit." I'm like, "Oh, what up?" Like now I'm lit. Like I want to get to know these people. Like I
Right.
want to kick it. I didn't know none of the only person I knew was Jr.
Yeah, I had new taste. I didn't know all. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was
Like we went to
crazy,
eat
right?
at where at McBob.
We did that like the next day or a
Yep,
couple days
yep,
later.
yep. That
Like
was
we
the first
did a
time
lot.
I
Autumn.
met Autumn.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it went from
And we
there
just
like.
jammed, like we just jammed, like it's like we've been knowing each other for like what? Like we've been knowing each other for a
But
long
like
time.
Damo was like he was so sweet. Like he showed the first night of us just kicking it. He showed me a good time. You don't even know me. Like you don't even know me. I'm talking about my friends too. My friends had a good time. We all had a good ass time. Like we couldn't stop talking about like, damn, we don't get that kind of hospitality in our own damn city no more. What? And after that, I'm like, this nigga give me big brother vibes. Like this my bro. Like this bro. Like, and it was just that, and that's how I always felt. But it fucked up too, though. Like how when motherfucker dies, like people love you more, or it's not even just that. Like it be more so like more stuff about that person come out. Not even I'm not. I'm talking about like the good shit. Like I didn't even know Damo was a priest. Like
Oh
he was
yeah,
a
yeah,
preacher.
yeah,
Not even
yeah,
just a motivational speaker. This man was a preacher.
yeah.
Oh, he knew God. So that right there kind of gave me a lot of more like humbleness about the whole everything. Like this man knew God and he did right while he was here. He had the boys.
Mm.
He did right by his kids. Everybody he was around, he did right by. So that's how I remember him as. That's how I
Yeah.
know him to always be a genuine person. He asked me to do this without nothing, like nothing. And it didn't take me nothing to just do that. And I'm not one of
Mhm.
them kind of people. I'm not like that. Like I'd be like, who is this? You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I'm like, I don't know. This seemed like a real genuine dude, and it was all genuine.
Just
All love.
how cold he was that he had me thinking that y'all had been like family for like years prior to.
For real?
I
But
did
you
not
know
know. I
what?
didn't. This is my first time knowing
what I
that y'all
wanna-
just.
I
y'all
want to
just met
go
him.
back to that too, y'all. Like, swear to God, whole time, Damo knew my fucking family. He knew the family that I worked for, the people that I still work for now to this day. They went to church together. He was a preacher with my cousin.
Oh wow.
Like y'all, that's how I know this. Like what? They and like I hate to even go into this. Like I wasn't able to go to the funeral. I didn't know anything about it. Like my family did know about it, but I didn't know until the day of the funeral because they were cooking for the funeral. Like y'all knew Damo.
That
Why
I
y'all didn't
actually
tell me?
found
Like
out
why ain't
about
nobody
I found out
telling
about
me?
it the day of too. I didn't
I
get to
found
go.
out
And I
about
wouldn't
it.
mentally at that moment. I'm like, I'm not ready to go to that. I can't see this man like that. I gotta prepare myself for
Right.
that. If I know that this is that, I have to prepare myself for something like that.
Remember that? I texted you like the day after, a couple days after you said they had it already. I was like,
Because I
Yeah,
ran
I
into,
know.
I had went out. I think his funeral was on a Saturday,
It
right?
was a Saturday.
Okay, I went out on a Friday. You know what I'm saying? That's when I heard about it. You know what I'm saying? They was like, I Googled his name and it popped up. And I'm like, for real?
Serious?
Yeah. And I'm like, for real? So I Googled his name and it popped up. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't like, dang, you know what I'm saying? I ain't prepared. So, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? I didn't go either.
I mean,
So-
I ended up because my boyfriend is one of his guys, so I was able to get like a towel. That's all I got.
y'all hear that?
That's all
y'all
I
hear that?
got. And I forgot to
She got a
bring it with
boyfriend.
me. Y'all, Damo was the fucking
Right,
reason.
right, really, yeah.
Damo is the reason right now. I'm just like, I'm in love.
You know, if he was here, he talk about how toxic you are, but yeah,
I am very toxic.
But he
in that.
introduced you to somebody knowing your toxicity.
And he told this man that we
That she
did
toxic.
it on fucking the podcast. Like he allowed us to talk our shit, to get our brand and shit out there, everything. Like I am gonna miss this. I miss him. I can't
Yeah, I ain't
honestly
gonna lie. My
tell y'all.
Mondays ain't been the same.
My Mondays ain't gonna never be the
since
same.
like since it happened. My Mondays ain't been the same. Like,
You know, the great thing was when I know it's something great coming from something bad, but every time something tragic happens in the city, the person that they are talking about, it's a negative light shined on them on the news. They always say something like derogatory or something bad.
They had
Nothing bad. They had nothing bad
They
to say about
showed
it. They
it.
had nothing bad to say
There's
about this
nothing
man.
bad to say about
There
it.
was nothing bad, but you know what? That's when it's genuine because it's always like, oh, I didn't know that cat did that or he was on that. They find
Right.
some dirt to dig up, and
I ain't
It-
found no
they-
dirt, but the only thing I didn't know was that this man was a preacher. Like, okay, this is why you're so
no, I knew
vibrant.
that. I had knew that.
I didn't know
though.
that.
Yeah,
I thought they
you
were
know
gonna bring
what
up
I'm
prison time or all this stuff that he always talked about openly
Like-
anyway. They talk about all the positive
That's
stuff.
the
he did.
positive
Yeah,
stuff
that
he
was
was
great.
doing.
I appreciate
Yeah.
that. I really did appreciate that, despite the fact it was still.
And it was
Shot.
like very known barber. And then it just was positive after positivity.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, I remember when I had got the call. You know, I'm at the shop. I'm cutting. I get a call like, you know, so you heard about Damo? I'm like, what happened? He got shot and killed up there by a shop. I'm like, stop playing. Stop playing. No, I just talked to this man. Like, stop
Mhm.
playing. You know what I'm saying? So immediately I got off the phone with that person and I called his Facebook. And if somebody picked up, I don't know who that was. I think it was you. It was her. And that man, I'm talking about somebody in the middle of the haircut. I left. I like, dog, I'll be right back, man. I gotta go up here. I got to. And I left.
I'm thinking.
And I
about
went
him.
up to the scene. And it was.
Oh, you went
crazy.
up there.
Yeah, I went up there. It was crazy. It was crazy, man.
whew.
I think I texted you and said, "Is it true?" Because that was on the show. I think it was a Tuesday. Was it Tuesday?
No, I
It was
think
a
that
Thursday.
was
It was a
a
Thursday.
it was
It was
a
a Thursday.
Thursday. Yeah, it
The
was
show
a
I do was on
Thursday.
Tuesday and Thursday because we did a show that week we did a hair trapper show that week.
Yeah, we did. We did it with DJ.
Right. And I was like, well, and somebody scrolled on the bottom like, hey, RIP to
Damo.
Damo. I was like, Damo. It's a bunch of Damos.
Yeah. So
Yeah. But
when I heard about it, I was living in Milwaukee.
Damn.
I was in Chicago.
Y'all,
And
I just want
I
to
didn't get the call.
I just want to get this off my chest because I was actually there like 30 seconds before it happened. Like, I never thought something like that could happen so fast to somebody that does nothing to nobody. Like, when I met Damo, he already knew my family. He used to work with my uncle. And it's back when I didn't have no appointments at all. I didn't have no clients. I was just in the shop every day, regardless of whether I had appointments or not. And he walked in, my uncle introduced me to him, like, this Damo, he gonna be starting up to cut here. And I'm like, that's what's up, you know, I ain't paying no mind. I was just like, you know, that's what's up. After seeing me for a week straight of being in the shop with no clients, the first thing he said to me was, your consistency is impeccable. Like, and that's why we always talk about consistency. Because I was in there every day and I didn't think nobody else noticed it, but he noticed it. And that's what made him want, you know, to bring me on the podcast. Yo, I'm so fucked up about this one. It's blowing my mind. Y'all talk about y'all Mondays ain't the same. No day is the same. I talk to this man every day. Every day for a whole year. I talk to this man every day. And now that just stopped. Like, completely. It just stopped. That was my motivation. He told me all the time I'm your biggest fan.
so I saw Tasia at a party. What was it, Halloween party or something? And I just reached out and said, hey, yeah, have y'all talked to each other since? And it's more so y'all been talking off and on, if anything. And wondered if y'all wanted to close it out, knowing that as much as he's about consistency, that this would be a good way to kind of show him honor him and honor what he started. And I'm gonna learn more about it. That's the fact that he literally, this is his brainchild. He just started and handpicked y'all.
Yeah, like he really just like
he was P. Diddy.
I want you, I want you, I want you.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, all right, man. I ain't that big on speaking, but I do it. You know what I'm saying? I do it with you.
And the dope thing about that too was the day that, remember, he went out of town, and Tasia and they held it down. That's
Where was I that day? I think I was
somewhere cutting $200 heads somewhere.
No, I think I was out of town too, or something.
Yeah,
something. I don't know, but yeah,
I think it was
y'all had did.
But he was in the comments like he was still here.
Y'all definitely did. Did y'all thing that day.
But that's a testimony on how much y'all look up to him and knew that y'all didn't want to let him down. So I was like, well, the way Ed did that show, they can do that show.
Man, I'll tell y'all how motivational Damo is to me. I ain't never on time.
Right.
I was on time today.
Yes.
I feel like that man is still here.
He is.
I mean, his spirit is
here.
It's definitely
like,
here.
I got the little towel I do got with his, you know, I don't know if that was his obituary cover or whatever. I keep that. Like, that is my motivation. Like, all right, bro. Like, I have to do that sometimes for real, for a lot of shit. Like, especially before coming here today. Like, I'm like, this is crazy. Like I don't know nothing. Like I don't know where he buried. I didn't. Like, how do you even say goodbye? Like how do you even really say goodbye? And it's like, damn, like I hope you ain't mad at me, bro, but we just really didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I mean, like I've been on other podcasts and shit, like, but this shit ain't the same. It ain't the same, and I would have never even knew nothing about doing a damn podcast if
For
it
real.
wasn't for Damo. For
Right,
real, you
for
know.
real, for
So
real.
even when I do go to other ones, I'm like, I can't talk my shit how I want to talk my
the
shit how I
first-
would with y'all.
Thing I thought, I'm like, a podcast? What the hell? Like, what
I
is-
can't do no
That's
podcast.
right. Yeah, I'm like, what is that? Like,
And
a
what we
podcast?
was
What
like
we gonna talk
almost like
about?
what the
What the hell we gonna
was
talk
we
about?
on like the 20th show. It would have been.
I think
I
we
know
made
it
it
was
to
like
18.
what, 18 or something like that.
I think it's 16 or 18.
I don't know. We was getting there, and that shit just fucked up.
He was doing so good. He was doing so good. I mean, just a father
Flourishing,
to
man.
a mentor, to a leader, to a entrepreneur, to I mean, it's like he had everything in his life down packed, how to be a friend, how to be like everything. Like
This is number 20.
It's number
Wow.
20, man.
Yep, it's number 20.
Wow.
Well, one thing that I recognize is that everybody, you can look on the wall and see all these podcasts, and I'll produce 3 or 4 podcasts in a row some nights, and every podcast will come on and be like, "Yeah, we talk about R. Kelly and stuff in the news, or Rittenhouse or Ritten, whatever that dude name is, Kenosha." Every
I mean, we
podcast,
would have talked about it too eventually if he was here.
I would have talked. Y'all talk about it on your
In
own.
between, yeah, time.
On the show, y'all was all
All
business
about-
it was about the topics that were on the paper, and that was it. Y'all didn't deviate from nothing. I could actually air one of y'all shows 3 weeks from the day y'all recorded when nobody know it was an old show.
For real, for
It was,
real.
it was a show produced that was just for that
That's
time.
how serious he
Yeah.
took. Like, he really took the time and planned out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
And got
what we
y'all
gonna
input.
Talk about, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We'll be in our chat, and Damo, you know what I'm saying, the list.
A lot of shit.
The stuff like, okay, I want you to talk about this.
Uh-huh.
I want you to talk about that. I want you to talk. Man, he was
orchestrating it. Yeah, he was
he was
definitely
really
orchestrating it.
organized with this.
Yeah.
like, for
And he was
real.
a good multitask.
Yeah, he was.
He
Like,
could do a
man.
million things at once, and you be like, "Damn, bro, how you do that?" Like,
For real.
And be drunk.
and
yeah,
be drunk.
and be lit, like,
and be lit.
He's over there lit up, holding the
And
show
be-
down.
Eating
chips and shit.
sweating because he high.
Sweating, yeah.
Oh, the crazy thing, I had never seen him with hair. I thought those pictures of him with hair. I
never
was-
seen
he had, somebody told me he used to have dread,
Yeah,
He did.
long
Oh.
dread. I didn't know that either. It's like
a long time ago he cut him
long-
off.
But my mom and my auntie remember Damo from then. Like that's how long that man been around my family. I'm like, why y'all ain't tell me this? Whole time I'm around this man on a daily, but it's the fact that all I do is talk about good stuff about him. They
Mhm.
feel like they really have to tell me nothing else. Like,
Mhm.
well, we know he a good dude.
All right.
Like,
Right.
you know.
I
like,
said that so many
what?
times when people say it's a good dude, like a real good
ain't no
dude.
way.
Like,
Like this shit should have never even.
No, I've been
fucking
knowing
happened.
him. Okay, I met Damo. Let me see. When was this? I want to say in 2000. I want to say in 2016. No, I think my daughter was only like a couple years old, and up until now, like I never had an issue.
Mhm.
Like nothing. It's always been love. Like every time, like no hate, no jealousy, nothing. It's always been love with me and Damo. Always.
He used to get so excited about little stuff too. Like I'll send him like
he really did.
I send him a little video or something like that. I'm working on the intro music and hear this. My brother, man, that's great. I can read it in the text. Thanks, my brother. Yes. So he made me more excited to actually do it. Like I didn't want to not let y'all down, so I tried to do as much as I can and make sure that everything was right when y'all got here. Because he was always excited about it. Like, thank you, sir. Thank you.
For real, for real, for real.
I never got no chips from him though.
He needs some chips though. He needs some chips.
Shit of chips.
He
Oh,
shared
I
them
got
with
some a
me.
couple
I
times.
was gonna say he shared them with me.
He shared.
That man ain't had no chips. He had some Mexican food.
Right,
Some
you had
Jamaican
tacos.
food.
Jamaican.
He loves his Jamaican food, boy.
Yeah.
Man, he loves him some Jamaican food.
I know this was hard, but and I don't know what if this is a continuation, this is the final, the closeout, but the platform is open for y'all. Like I told Tasia, I said it before, I never gave y'all a slot away. I just left it open for y'all to decide what y'all want to do. And just in honor him. I literally took off work every day, every Monday to actually come and do this because I knew that was the time at work.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's what's that.
I put in my schedule. This my lunch hour, but then I just extend my lunch hour
that's
and
what's
actually
up.
stay here, knowing that y'all do y'all show. Sometimes I go back. Most times I stay here, but I still got to set up that way.
You know what I'm saying? And I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's all right.
I had a few people to ask me, you know what I'm saying, about the podcast and was we gonna keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I always say, listen, I mean, it's up to them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if they want to do it, I'm with it. If not, then you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, as hard as it is to sit here and talk about Damo without him being here, I feel like it's gotta happen.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it wouldn't be right to not keep his movement going. Like this is one of the many things that Damo took pride in.
Facts.
And I
I'm
feel
glad
like
to
it
hear
would,
you say that, Autumn, because I really was just waiting on you.
For real.
I was really just waiting on you, baby.
Basically,
Like, because I swear to God, like, I
Right.
mean, I like this other shorty want me to do her part. I'm gonna tell her like, hey,
I got my own
me and my people, me and my family, we gonna just keep our shit going. And even if we don't go, come back and get it regularly, like how we do it.
Exactly how we was doing it.
By 2022, we got to get back consistent like how we was. Because
I mean,
I'm
we
with
still
it,
hair
just let me
trappers and we still snow snatchers. So I think we should keep it going for him. I
Mhm.
think it's gonna keep his name alive. And like I said, he had a whole movement. I feel like it would be very selfish of us to just stop it.
I was just waiting on you because we all hurting different.
I was waiting on y'all. I mean,
And I wasn't gonna talk you into it. I was gonna let y'all do what y'all do. I was gonna strong
I
out.
remember I had reached out in the group chat. You know what I'm saying about this right here. You know what I'm saying. I remember. I think it was almost like I need a little time. I was
Mhm.
like, it's understandable.
Mm-hmm.
That's understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Still wasn't prepared for it, but
How can you? Everybody,
there's no way
You
to.
can't.
you just got to go through it and see how it feels. Rip the Band-Aid off and see how it feels. And the fact that he handpicked y'all, which is new information for me, it's like you got it.
He took a long time too. He took his time with it.
Mm-hmm.
He talked to me about the podcast about 2 months before we started it. And he like, I know I want you on it for sure. He like, you a real hustler, you a real hair trapper, but I gotta find 2 more people. And he has sent me people, go on their Facebook, go check them out.
I was out there recruiting.
But
Not recruiting, more so like
trying to find the
Some
right
background.
trying to find,
the right people.
like
trying to get your approval. Like, okay, this is a good person.
right,
This is a good person.
more, just not even my approval because he was gonna pick whoever he was gonna pick. But he definitely he wanted the vibe to be there, and it's definitely there. So
I ain't gonna lie, it's like as soon as we met each other,
it was a vibe.
it's clicked.
I don't know. You probably would have walked in that restaurant and thought we've been knowing each other for years. Had a drink and everything. Well, JR don't drink, but
They all had drinks.
I already thought that. I already thought that. So whatever y'all, if y'all didn't talk to each other but through a group chat and came on here on the show, I could have swore y'all did it. Y'all practiced it
I
before
feel
y'all came
like
here.
God put them in my life before the podcast. I seen y'all for a reason that night, like for real.
Facts.
Because I would have been, I would have came in here that day, like,
Right.
who are these people, you know? But me being with them that whole night already, before we even had the podcast, I'm like, oh, fuck with them. He's my
So
people
you
now.
had met him one time,
Just that one time.
and then came on the show.
And then we came on the show. Well, then we ended up.
We met at a restaurant so everybody
Yeah.
could get acquainted because we hadn't met I hadn't met JR yet.
I did know JR.
That still ain't equated. Just one
Well,
day.
But yeah,
Yeah,
it was just
right,
that
right,
genuine,
yeah.
like it was a real vibe. For real.
It was.
Everybody was
like,
cool. It was
Yeah.
like, yeah, there was no, I don't know. It was just no weird feelings, no bad vibes. It was just all.
Like at all, never have even been around y'all. Period. Like just like fucking family. Like if I feel like that about people, I ain't never going nowhere. Like if I
don't know
ever
about
feel
y'all, but
like
I was
family,
excited about my Mondays. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I got some shit to say. Cause I've been having some shit to say.
That's my
y'all.
favorite word. Talk your shit.
I don't want to talk no shit today. Okay,
Talk
we'll
your
say that for
shit.
another day. But I don't got no shit to say, y'all. I'm in love. Shit. That's all I gotta say.
I mean, you can talk
You
about
could.
that.
I was gonna say
You can
talk about the good part.
Right.
The good part is just as
Y'all want to know the
people
good
want to
part?
hear the good. Just
And
as
this
much
got a
as
lot
the
to do
bad.
with Damo too, right? So yeah, it was because of Damo. Damo knew the whole time that man wanted me. That was one of
I
his
knew
things.
that man wanted you.
Why you ain't tell me that?
That's not girl.
Who is he? I want to meet him now.
Be love, okay?
Be love.
All on our Facebook. You can't miss it. You can't miss it.
She said it so. Yeah, my boyfriend was over. Blah, blah. I said, wait, hold on.
See, I don't even be, you know, I'm not big on none of that. But he was like, oh, Damo spoke so highly of you. He said you a good girl. Like,
Mhm.
Damo, you say I was toxic.
Damo said you was toxic, but his idea of toxic is not. It wasn't.
Yeah, it ain't bad.
It wasn't
No, I'm
nothing
a good
bad.
girl for real. Like, once I get there, I'm there and I'm toxic. Yeah, but I'm clingy and I'm a loving person. So yeah, it was a lot of this had to this whole.
You ain't never said that shit with no show though.
She
You
did.
a
She did say that before.
she's a loving person.
Yeah.
I am.
Okay. All
But
right.
Probably like
he ain't never
at
gave
the
me no reason.
beginning.
Episode 1.
Episode 2 or something. Yeah.
Like, dude, they never gave me no reason to feel like I couldn't, be, vulnerable or like have to be a player all the time. Like,
Mhm.
he allowed me to be feminine. Like, when I can feel like that, then you gonna get the honest me. But if I feel like I gotta be a player, then you gonna get
You're the nigga.
You gonna get the player.
the
And some.
Toxic Tasia.
toxic taste, the bad kind. Shit. But yeah. So yeah, Damo, he's, I don't know. He had a mission while he was living and he fulfilled it. Must have. I don't think
He
it
definitely
was
touched.
the time.
He definitely
for him
touched
to
a
go,
lot
though.
of people.
So is the suite still the suite or is it closed?
Now that
It's. I believe that they're still running out of it. It's still operating. They got his pictures and stuff up. I have not been back there since. So I don't really know
Mm-hmm.
how everything's working, but yeah.
I know like a month or so ago, I went up there, but this was after like, I had left the club. I had rode up there, and they had his truck was still sitting up there.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So I ain't been back up there since then.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean it was still up then. So
I might ride by there.
I haven't been by there at all. Like, I try not to. Just because, like,
Definitely avoided it. Trying to avoid
it's
it,
just
but
like one of those things, like, it's like a scab.
Mhm.
Like, once you pick at it,
Mm-hmm.
it's just, the healing process after this shit was rough. I feel like I was in depression mode. Like, that shit different.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and that shit took a long time though. I feel like
People
at least
underestimate the power of the ceremony of the wake and the funeral and the burial. That's a part of the process, and if you miss out on that process, you
It's almost
Take a
like
little
you
put you
longer,
missed.
take
back.
a little
Yeah,
Yeah.
longer.
It put you
Yeah.
back, especially once I started seeing shit. I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
like
it's still
are you
unreal. You
fucking
didn't get
kidding
you
I
didn't, you
was
didn't get the
just finna
closure.
say. I was just finna say that. Like it's to me, for me, because I missed that.
Uh-huh.
It's
Seemed like you
still
didn't get a
seems
chance to say
unreal.
bye
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, like it
Yeah.
still seems like
I can't even talk to this man for real
Yeah.
at his grave site. I don't know where it's at.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that till you said
I
that.
thought about that today too. I
Like
was
I
like,
think about it all the time. I
how-
talk about it all the time. Like I can't even talk to my nigga. Like for real, for real. I can't even give him his flowers.
How can you
I
find
can't
how can you
even-
find that information out?
I
I
don't
have to
know.
reach out.
To family?
probably to
to
family or
Do we know where the funeral was? Or what?
I did. I don't remember though.
Okay, because they know where they.
Cause like I said,
I probably could
it
try
was on
to.
Google. I googled his name and it
Mhm.
popped up. And it pops up. Let's see.
I'll probably ask my aunt. She probably don't know. She probably had to get in contact with like his mom and stuff like that.
I can contact his mom and ask her.
Yeah, because I do want to know. And I feel like that would be dope if we all just went
To go
together.
visit as a group.
And then at least we
I'm
all
with
know
it.
where it's at.
I'm
I
with
think we should do it on Mondays.
it. I'm with. Listen, I'm
Go
with it.
see
Whatever
him
y'all
on
want to do,
Mondays.
I'm with it. I don't
I'm
care.
with it too. After that, we can go have a drink with him and everything. You already know how dumb I is.
Bring his favorite drink.
Which one? 'Cause he had,
First
went
he
from,
started
like,
with Crown,
Apple
then he went to
Bacardi,
Patron,
and then I start seeing Bacardi. I'm like, what
Bacardi.
you know about Bacardi?
White liquor, no more
definitely
brown.
switched it up. He definitely
He said he wanted to enjoy his drunkenness. He didn't
I
want
can't deal.
he said the brown liquor was too mellow. So he felt like he was drinking for nothing.
Oh my god.
did.
I need to be mellow though, so I guess I need to go back to brown. Shit. Or let tequila have our ass. I keep. No.
Still crazy though.
That shit is.
It's crazy because I ain't never really lost nobody. Like I've lost family members, but you don't talk to a lot of your family every day. You don't. First thing somebody I remember you when you was like this. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I've lost
It's
people like
different.
that, but I've never lost anybody
That you was
that I
so
was
attached to.
so
This
close and
close,
attached
yeah.
to. Like somebody that I talk to every day, every single day. Never fail. Like the day after it happened, I'm waiting for my phone to ring so you can ask me if I'm at work, if I'm headed to work, and if I'm not, what the fuck are you doing?
So I just keep thinking about, I was just up there the day before. Like I sat up there for like an hour.
Yeah,
Like for an hour, just
he kept telling me he
chilling.
wanted that back booth.
Yeah.
So I was asking him for it too. Though he was like, "No, JR wants this," but I was like,
Nah.
"Okay."
And I finally decided, like, okay, I'm finna
I'm
become.
sure was wondering like, okay, so why you ain't going? Like
I
I seen Autumn go. I'm like, I
yeah.
knew Autumn was gonna give in eventually anyways. Like,
No,
girl, bye.
I think I was gonna give in eventually too. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I finally like okay, I'm ready. No, I'm ready to come up there, bro. He's like, yeah, come on, man, it's gonna be lit. Da 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 da. And then the next day, that shit.
That shit.
I was only there for 2 days. It's like what, 3, 4 days? Monday.
It'd be crazy.
Mhm.
Well, I'm glad y'all decided to continue, and We can set a date on when that's going to be. It don't have to be like right away. So y'all kind
Right.
of get your minds wrapped around what y'all going to do. But
And decide on, you know, so the facilitator.
Man,
what's the game y'all got to play?
who's gonna be the
Maybe we could take
Pick it
turns.
up. What is the song?
Kick it up.
Kick it up. Pick it up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we gonna definitely
Yeah, we
keep that
definitely
going.
have to keep that going. Yeah.
You don't even drink, so
I mean, I drink a little bit. I
You gonna have
drink
to at
a-
least take
a
one
shot.
drink
I'll
for
take a
yeah.
shot. I'll take a shot every now
okay, deal. I'm gonna remember that. We're gonna keep this one. I'm gonna save this to my phone just to hear you say it, and I'm gonna cut everything out just to hear that one part. Every now and then. You don't have to do it every podcast.
every now and then.
Every now and then. You know, first Monday of the year.
Something
definitely
like
gotta
that.
do
Yeah,
one.
something like that.
Christmas. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't really know how to end it.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah,
Is
I
it,
think that about wraps.
We'll be back.
Wrap it up.
We'll be back.
Hair
Yeah, I
checkers and soul
appreciate everybody who
back.
tuned
Check,
in.
check,
'Cause
check.
this was a very.
Jack.
This
That's-
was a.
we gotta keep that. Definitely
Oh
keep that
yeah,
intro.
Jack,
That's
Jack,
not going
Jack,
anywhere.
Jack.
I think you should keep everything the same. Keep everything
exactly.
the same.
Everything the same.
There go our thing. So that ain't
Yeah.
going nowhere.
I do have a request. You know, in the beginning where our pictures show up, can you put it in loving memory?
Yeah, we have to make
Yeah.
that video over again. So yes.
That's fine. Okay.
There we go.
Because I want a better picture anyway. I didn't like that picture. I wanted a better picture.
Damo picked that picture.
Did he?
Yes.
Oh,
so you're
never
keeping
mind.
that
I gotta keep
picture.
it.
I'll keep the picture I got.
I didn't make the intros. Well, I don't know. I don't know where Tone got those files at, so I gotta call him because he moves stuff around. You can see everything got moved around. You got couches and shit.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody who tuned in today. This was it's a special episode, very special. And I guess we'll see y'all in the near future. You know what I mean?
Peace out.
K8 a hair trapper.
This your girl Autumn, aka Pinky.
This your girl Tasia.